Hello everybody and welcome back into Progressive Auto Sales Arena from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. The Sarnia Sting taking on the Niagara Icedogs here in round one, game one. We are finally here. The long-awaited playoffs are here as the puck is dropped and we're underway from Sarnia here tonight. It's the Sting and the Icedogs, game one. Well, round one has been pretty convincing so far from all teams involved. It's pretty tight, and it's a best of three, the first two rounds, to make things just a little more tense. As an early penalty coming here to the Sting, and the Icedogs will see the first power play of this playoff round. Carson Hall will head off 2 minutes for tripping, as the faceoff will come here to the left side of the Sarnia goal. Here's the draw. Taken one back by the Icedogs. Klein with a quick shot. It's knocked out by Ozapenko. Sting grab control on the kill. It's Young. He's taken down, and a penalty going the other way as the Orioles circles back with the puck into his own zone. Time running down on the Niagara power play as the Sting trying to get a power play of their own. Here's Jordan Bax. He'll turn back, and back into the Sarnia zone he goes. Bax centers that ahead to Young. Young looks back. He'll play that off to Bax. Sting trying to kill off as much of the penalty as they can. Here's Diorio. He has a step. He's in alone. Diorio scores! Alessandro Diorio! And it didn't take long. Sting strike first here in round one, game one. So Alessandro Diorio gets credit for the goal, and the Sarnia Sting is strike first. And it's on the delayed call, so no more penalty, but they'll take the goal over that any day. Face-off won by Levin. He turned that over. Sting chase after it down into the Niagara zone. It's picked up by Asadorian. Feeds that off on the left side to Kazda. Now up for Levin on the right wing. Levin down and in over the Sarnia line. He'll go to the net with the puck. Centers it. Bryant right on. Kicked out. Rebound. That doesn't go. Reese. Behind the net, the Sting played around. That's Wallace. Couldn't trap it there. Robrecht to the net. Romaine had it in front, and now Jaworski sends it up the boards for Manza and back into the Niagara zone. Around the boards, picked up by 11. Left side into the Niagara zone. Robrecht. Here's Bryant now, out to center. Bryant looking for a lane, won't find one. Jaworski. He'll corral the puck and send back into the Niagara zone where it's picked up by Logan Howery. Shooting it, kicked out. Rebound, big save. It's underneath Flores, and he's going to cover on that for the Icedogs early. Sting shaking their heads in disbelief. They have a 1-0 lead here in the first, and we're just seconds away from extending it to 2-0. Big save by Flores, exactly what you want to see from the Niagara netminder as he keeps it 1-0 for Sarnia here in the first. The Watcher sends that to Frolov, and Diorio was a Niagara killer in the regular season, and he starts the playoffs with the Sting on the board, and it's him who did it yet again. Picked up, played behind the net. Sting grabbed control of it. They killed off the first penalty of the postseason as Gahan will send that back in. Around the boards it goes. Challenger after it. Frolov with control. He'll send up on the left wing, and now ahead for Asadorian. In over the Sarnia line. Young trying to catch him. Asadorian easily knocked out by Ozapenko. Gahan. Here's Young. He'll backhand that back into the Niagara zone. 8.5 to go here in the first. 1-0 Sarnia. The goal scored by Alessandro Diorio. Here's Klein. Up for Robrecht. Robrecht down the left side. He'll look. He'll center. Bryant with the shot. It's knocked out by Ozapenko. Has it again. Fed to the front. Another save made. Sting need to get it out. They're hemmed in their zone right now. Picked up by Bryant. Going to the net with it. Now back in the corner. It's sent back to the Watcher. Taken away by Challenger. Sting can't clear. Here's another shot that didn't get through. Now another opportunity, and Hurt poked that away. Bryant, another shot. That's blocked. Sting can't clear. Frolov, the Watcher, blocked, and the Sting will go the other way as they do finally get it out. Tyler Challenger will send back into the Niagara zone. Round the boards it goes, in and around behind. It's Frolov who grabs it. And here come the Icedogs through center. Frolov off on the right wing. Stewart through the middle. It's Reese with it back. He'll send that ahead for Romaine. Into the Icedog zone one more time. Sent around the boards. That was Bax trying to find it. And Frolov being challenged. He'll send that across. Picked up by Hart, here is Vermeulen, gave it away. Carson Hall moves in. Backhander stop. Rebound, it didn't go. In behind the net. That was Challenger just missing the tap. Here's Romaine shooting it, tipped in front. And Vermeulen did a good job blocking that lane to keep it 1-0. And the Sting grabbed the puck. They'll send it in. That'll end the first here tonight. Round 1, Game 1 in this best-of-3 series between the Icedogs and the Sarnia Sting. It's the Sting on the board first. Alessandro Diorio with his first of the playoffs. Shot to goal in the hockey game, 6-5 Icedogs after 1. The hits are 2-0 for the Icedogs. Faceoffs 3-1. They're 0 for 1 on the power play. Sarnia hasn't had one. They have a short-handed goal, 1-0 after 1. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from Progressive Auto Sales Arena. A very fast-paced first period. We hope you're enjoying so far. And we'll see what period 2 holds for us tonight. Face-off 1 back. Sting grabs control. It's backs. He'll send in. Broke his stick while doing so. The watcher needs to get it out. And he'll do just that, sending it up the boards. But now right back in. Bryant to Asadorian and out. Young challenges him there at the point. Jordan Backs taken down. No call. Here's Hall, though. Shoots. That one just off the side of the goal. Diorio back to the point. Kept it in for Backs. Fed it in front, and that was Bryant who read that passing lane and gets it out. Robrecht, he has an open side. Down the right wing. He's kicked out. Rebound. And that's stopped by Ozapenko. Knocked away twice in a row. Here's Carson Hall. Right back in. He'll send wide. It goes in behind the Niagara goal. Picked up by Frolov on the play. We're almost halfway in Game 1. 1-0 Sting. Here comes Robrecht. Centers it over. Cut by Young. Mitch Young battling the point. That was Asadorian. He'll send back in. Picked up by Hurt. He finds Hall. Carson Hall with Young. And sent right back into the Sarnia zone. Hall around the boards for Jordan Backs. And Backs will set that up. He'll find Young. Mitch Young in over the line. Bringing it to the net. He stopped it. It's in. And they're going to count it. Oh, what a goal going to the net. And the Sting extend the lead. Tyler Challenger has his first postseason goal. 2-0 Sarnia. Well, just looking at this play, the Icedogs definitely have an argument. There was definitely somewhat a kicking motion on that goal, but they're going to say it deflected off him going to the net, and it's 2-0 Sting, a very big goal. Here's Van Volsen, and he got poke checked, and it goes behind the net. Levin finds it there, and he'll play it up the board side for the Icedogs, trailing 2-0 halfway here in Game 1. Reese. Here he comes, 2-on-1. Levin, backhand to forehand, kicked out by Ozapenko. Here's Jacob Reese. Right side, he'll send back into the Icedog zone. Around the boards, Van Volsen. It goes behind the net where Potiker finds it. He finds Dianov circling in his own zone up for 11. Now off to Vantanainen, left through middle. Here comes Vantanainen to the net and dropped it to the point, but no one shot it. Now Stewart centers. Levin to Stewart. Shooting again. It's stopped by Ozapenko. Picked up now by Levin. Potiker. Here's Vantanainen. Moves in, fires. Blocked, and it goes wide. In behind, another shot. And that one on net was stopped by Ozapenko. Kept in. Another look coming. That's blocked. Reese needs to get it out. Vantanainen to the net down low. Trying to feed it out front, but Reese was there, and he cut the pass. Logan Howery. 4 minutes to go in the second. 2-0 Sarnia here in Game 1. Around the boards it goes, in behind the net. 11. Up for Frolov. Here's Frolov up through the middle. Stewart right to middle. It's Klein shooting it. Walk going to the net by a coin. Kopecky back out to center. Here's Frolov. 2 to go here in this middle period. Sarnia with a 2-0 lead on a very controversial goal. Here's Stewart to the net. That one rolled away in front. And it's the Sting who cleaned it up. Ben Pickle on the play. He has the puck. He'll bring it up the right side. Was very quiet in the regular season, but moves his way in. Centers it to Wallace. Drops it in front. Jaworski got the shot. And Flores makes a big stop late here in period 2 to keep it 2-0. Good play here by the Sarnia Sting, set up by Pickle. He is absolutely bulldozed on the play, but set that up, and a good opportunity for the Sting to extend the lead even more. Face off one back, Sting win that one. Kopecky, a shot, it's blocked. Acidorian, and that will do it for 40 minutes tonight from Progressive Auto Sales Arena in Sarnia. It's the Sarnia Sting 2 and the Niagara Icedogs nothing after 40 minutes here in Game 1 in this best of 3. Shots a goal in the game, 11-9 for the Icedogs. The hits are 11-1 Niagara. Faceoffs 4-3 Sting. 0 from 1 on the power play. Sarnia hasn't had one. They have a short-handed goal, 2-0 after 2. Welcome into period 3 here tonight from Progressive Auto Sales Arena. 2-0 into the third is where we stand. The Icedogs have a lot of work to do. They have zeros on the board through 40 minutes. Jordan Backs, he'll send it into the Icedog zone. Around the boards it goes, picked up by DeWalker. He'll find Bryant. On the play, he'll send ahead for Robrecht. Bryant stepping in, goes to the net. That's blocked by Jordan Backs. Here's DiOrio, and here come the Sting. 3-on-2. DiOrio steps and shoots. Save made. What a stop! Oh, Flores got the left leg across on what looked like a sure tap-in. He keeps it 2-0. Now a break the other way. Stopped by Ozapenko. The goaltender shining early here in the third. Good chances for both sides. Picked up by DeWatcher. He'll send up on the wing for Bryant. In they come again. In on goal. No shot to the net. Backs to Hall. Here's Mitch Young. Up for DiOrio. Hit through center. Backs will step into the rush. Jordan Backs winds, fires. Walked it, rolled to the net and just away from DiOrio. Throw up to Kazda. Send that over to Levin. Kazda has Levin with him. Here comes Levin. 2-on-1. Dayanov shooting it. Knocked out by Ozapenko. DiOrio to Young. Here goes Mitch Young. He can fly. Steps in. Backhander. It rolled off his stick and behind the net. Van Volson, a challenger. He'll fire it. Save made. And Flores jumps on top of it for a face-off as we're almost halfway through the third period. Very high tense moments early in the third, but no one scoring here so far. Face-off here, left side of the net. Sting 2, Icedogs nothing. Game 1. Draw one back, picked up by Vantanainen. Sting tried to keep that in, it didn't work out. Kazda ahead with it, here he comes. Breakaway! Stopped by Ozapenko. 2 breakaways in the period, another save in tight. Sting need to clear. Challenger taken down, penalty coming to Niagara. Romaine, round kick back for Reese. It'll be the first Sarnia power play of the playoffs unless they do something here on the delayed call. Van Volson weaves his way in, now he'll go to the net. What a play! And the shot's blocked. Kept in though. Backs sends it over. Here's Jacob Reese trying to put it to the net. And pushed off the puck, Van Volson. It comes back out of the zone. Under 7. He'll send it ahead. Casta touches up and the Sting will go to the first power play of this year's playoffs. Levin to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Power play count has been pretty solid tonight. Just 1 apiece now in the game. Both teams have been very well disciplined. Here's the face-off. One back picked up. Icedogs need to clear in a hurry. Down by 2 here and killing off a penalty. Janowski. Here's Pudilio. Has it along the boards. Young took it back. Pudilio now. And knocked right back into the Sarnia zone. They finally get control on the power play. Hurt. Young. Up for Howery. Took a hit to make a play, but that was turned over to Frolov. Just like that, the Icedogs will get it out again. Pudilio ahead. Here's Stewart. Short-handed. Scores! First goal of the playoffs for the Icedogs is also a short-handed tally. Stewart gets the goal and gets the Icedogs back in this one late. It's 2-1. Big goal here for the Niagara Icedogs. The Sting lose track of the play. They lose the puck in the offensive zone, and then the other way come the Icedogs. They take advantage of that lane. They're not going to make a mistake. Frolov is stopped by Ozapenko. They try to tie it short-handed. Here go the Sting now on the power play. Howery ahead with it. Drops that for some help. It was turned over. Janowski to Stewart and back out. Here come the Icedogs. They'll send it in. Hall chases that back down. So both teams 0 for 1 on the power play and short-handed goals allowed. Sent up the board side for Gahan. 4.5 to go in the third. 2-1 here in game 1. Sent around the boards. It's picked up by Janowski. He'll feed that over to Acidorian. Across to Levin. Sting trying to get it back, but here's Levin to the net. He just set that off the mark wide. DiOrio to Van Volson. Here go the Sting. Jack Van Volson off to Hall. Moves in, shoots. Save made. Loses it in the paint. and Flores has it underneath him somewhere for a face-off as we're down to 1:42. 2-1, Sting in front. Time on attack has been pretty even, 6 minutes to 5 minutes for the Icedogs. Pretty good matchup here, though, for Game 1 between these two clubs. Here's Frolov. There was no shortage of fun hockey in the regular season between these two. Oh, with a shot, he got it off, and the save was made. They're going to pull the netminder soon if they can gather the puck, but they don't. Gave it away to Diorio, and time's running. 24 seconds. Sting just need to kill the clock. Here's a pass, it finds help, it's backs. Now Robrecht, here he comes. Empty net, Niagara. Robrecht shooting it, just missed the net with that. Has it again to Watcher. In our goal! Stopped by Ozapenko. As we're down to 9 seconds, a huge save made by Kale Ozapenko. It keeps us 2-1 in the dying seconds here in the third of Game 1. Face off to the left side of the Sarnia goal. One back by the Icedogs. Vantanainen looking for the setup. Kazda, Asadorian kicked out. 3 seconds left. They have it again from behind. Looking out front, the pass. Pocheck. And the Sarnia Sting take Game 1. 2-1 over the Niagara Icedogs in this best of 3 first round. A very good game for both sides in this opening game of the series. 2-1. It doesn't get tighter than that. It didn't go to overtime, but nonetheless, 2-1. Not the most exciting of games, but definitely tense and tight. Your final score tonight from Progressive Auto Sales Arena: the Niagara Icedogs 1, the Sarnia Sting 2 in regulation time. Game 2 will happen tomorrow night sometime. It will be in Niagara.